U.S. Bank Stadium holds just under 70,000 spectators, and they've come out in full force for this one. A fantastic atmosphere here in Minneapolis. Today, we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here between the Chicago Bears and the Minnesota Vikings. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. As they begin on the ground, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. This defense for the Bears, they were very strong in the win last week over the Giants.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
This is intercepted. And the Bears are going to take possession of the football.
Brad, I wonder if someone's down there checking on the head coach right now, because he might be in a little bit of shock after what just transpired. Instead of a lengthy opening drive to deal with, his guy stepped up and stole that drive away. Momentum on their side now. How will they attack on offense?
Fields on first down. This one swung out to Montgomery. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8. Back to throw, Fields. Being chased out left. Montgomery, another target and catch. But he's going to have a gain of 11 to the 11 before he's brought down. 1st and 10. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. They will run for the first time with David Montgomery. And this time they were waiting for him, as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Now Fields. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
That's an early scramble viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish it as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge...
And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Velus Jones with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Bears take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Kene Nwagu now out of his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Now the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is, and his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I noticed his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, "Let's go, big boy. You're still our leader."
Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering.
And he fires one that's intercepted. And the Bears are going to take possession of the football.
Well, they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
Able to hit his target, Claypool. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up first and goal. They'll run with Montgomery. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. David Montgomery, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Bears are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Santos with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Nwangu now from his end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. And I think the Bears have recovered. They have. So problems compounding themselves here on the return. They just give up the touchdown, and now they lose the football.
Yeah, partner, things are starting to unravel a little bit for them right in front of our eyes. They're going to be looking for some answers, and quickly.
First down, here's the run to Montgomery. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Now they'll have it first and goal following that gain of 17.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, second and goal. They'll run for it with Montgomery. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. David Montgomery with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Bears have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. Nwangu now from his end zone. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And what a return. Great field position all the way out to the 48 there.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Second down, they go right back to Cook. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. A first down throw for Cousins. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4. Cousins gives way to Cook. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. On third down, Cousins. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Cook on the toss left. And he stopped immediately there. It's Dominic Robinson who comes in and makes a play.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Bears' 11-yard line.
On 2nd down, it's Cook again. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive.
3rd down and 11.
Cousins. And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings get a bit closer. Joseph connects on the extra point, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as these guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields. Dancing to his left. Completion here to Claypool. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there forcing a loss on that play.
He's got a man, complete. And that one results in 35 yards. On 1st down, Fields. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked on by Harrison Smith. And the Vikings are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. 3rd and short yardage, Cousins. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he will have a Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. To throw, Cousins. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker. And the Bears are going to take possession of the football. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Now a first down throw, Fields. Open man, completes it to Claypool. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on first and goal. Touchdown! David Montgomery on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Bears will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Santos with the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Nwangu now from his end zone.
Nwangu on the return. The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Throwing is Cousins. And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. This time they stay on the ground. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. They go play action. Cousins. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Michael O.J. Mudia. And the Bears are going to take possession of the football. Well, Charles, you're so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
On first down, it's Fields. He gets this to Jones over the middle. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. So we reach halftime with the visiting Bears out on top here. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Here's Fields. just get rid of it. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Fields. Man open, here is Jones. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Play action. It's Fields. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets, because none of it is working.
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. To try again after the sack. Fields. And he wisely will throw that one away.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now it's Fields. They'll get this complete to the Notre Dame man, Equinemius St. Brown. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 15-yard line. They'll try the middle with Montgomery. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. The throw for Claypool is intercepted. And the Vikings are going to have him here at their own 9-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Ezra Cleveland, the guard, called for the penalty there. Back near the goal line, Cousins. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the 3rd quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Kyler Gordon puts it off, and they will score a pick-6 for a Bears touchdown. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. Nwangu now from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. And that's complete to K.J. Osborne. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down.
There's another example where defensive coaches constantly preach not allowing any run after the catch. They give up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a fourth down.
And he is going to pick up the Vikings' first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. First down, here's the run with Cook. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
From the 31, Cousins, and complete right side to Cook. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense, because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Boy, and now they can't even get a playoff. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Now Cousins. And now here is another interception. And they will score a pick-6 for a Bears touchdown. And, Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick-6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out as confidently as they could play. I expect them to do exactly.
Santos out now. He'll kick it away. Nwangu now from his end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Cousins on first down. And that'll be incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Throwing again, Cousins on 2nd and 10. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Again, it's Cousins. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Jalen Johnson. And the Bears are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. But with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Locates Claypool on the crossing route. Finding space at the 40. And they're going to get this up to midfield. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. A give to Montgomery out of the gun. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And he is going to lose yardage here. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. On play action, Fields. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Well, big here in the 4th quarter, up really big. That passing incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but, Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points, but they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best.
And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Cousins. And now here is another interception.
Kyler Gordon picks it off, and the Bears are going to take possession of the football. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road and help seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
Meanwhile, Fields' throw there complete to Mooney.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. The end result, 21 yards.
Tell you what, partner, the way he's been slinging it in this one, I think he should be ticketed for a baseball cap and a set of headphones for the next drive. He's been absolutely sensational. But one thing we've both learned about quarterbacks in this league, they often stay on the field longer than you expect.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away.
Ball on the 8. It's 2nd and 4. To throw is Fields.
He'll buy some time right. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
And the Vikings are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Partner, have you ever heard the story of Icarus in mythology? That's the guy who flew too close to the sun and had his wings melted. That was our guy right there. Keeps pressing it and pressing it. Finally on that.
And my goodness, another interception. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown.
Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense, and certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping they're holding a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap one.
Nwangu now from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back.
And now here is another interception. And the Bears are going to take possession of the football. Another great play defensively. They've been sharp on both sides of the ball, Charles, but that interception means that this defense very well keep them down to single digits on the scoreboard in this game.
And that's certainly something to smile about, isn't it, partner, if you're on defense? Because your goal every game is to pitch a shutout, but you and I both know that's pretty unrealistic. But to hold a team below double figures in a game, in an NFL game, that's certainly something to take pride in.
And give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Santos now to add the PAT. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week? He's got a man complete. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. And one play, 75 yards, end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Eddie Jackson picks it.
As most teams do in their two-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. Remember, if you pick it off, you got a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. It's a squibber picked up around the 27.
Dante Pettis on the return. The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And it's looking all the more likely that a 5th straight win is going to be in the cards. They'll try to run some time here with a 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Steps away. And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. But this juncture, CD, you normally see teams pack in the passing game. They've got the huge lead. Not them, though. They're still taking their shots.
I remember reading in past history, there was a college football coach in the Hall of Fame whose nickname was Close the Gates of Mercy. But he wasn't really big on that. He was big on go ahead and scoring. He's kind of reincarnated right here. We're watching it in front of us.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. To the air again, Fields.
flushed out right. And that is incomplete.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
Over the middle, and that's caught by Kmet.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
Now Fields.
And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Now the point after try for Santos. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Bears 66, Vikings 13.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
Nwangu now from his end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Vikings take over first down 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
On 2nd and 12, Cousins. And my goodness, another interception.
Picked up by Michael Ojemudia. And the Bears come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.
So for Chicago, they improved to 5-0 now on the young season.
And they will head home next week to take on the Washington Commanders.
Meanwhile, for the Vikings, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head down to Miami to take on the Dolphins.